Hello. If you need any help with page speed optimization for your store or website, please contact us and we would be very happy to assist you. We are recording this video specifically for the website owner or e-commerce store owner to make them aware about the strong practices which are going around. We have come across many examples where developers try to trick the Google page speed score. It may spread smile on your faces because after looking at the score improvement, it obviously makes us happy, but it can create negative impact on your site too. And maybe in future, Google can penalize your website too. Recently, Shopify created a document to warn developers about the deceptive practices which are going on. So you can take a look at this article where some of the points are highlighted: code obfuscation and manipulating search engine. So we will talk about all these points more in detail. But in general, the website scoring 50 points makes more sense than website scoring 90 plus or 9900 scores, because 50 score is a real one. So if you take a look at this example, if you come across any website or if your website ranks 100 score or 99 score for mobile or desktop, then consider that something can be wrong. It doesn't necessarily that there is 100% chances of false code or tricky code, but it gives strong smell that there can be something wrong. So better you investigate the website in this case. We will talk about these 4 points. The first one is code obfuscation. We will show you the code examples for the code obfuscation. You can take a look at this code example where the code is obfuscated. Now we will deobfuscate this code. Code obfuscation is simply the type of code which cannot be read easily. As we cannot read easily, it means it's difficult to understand the code, and there is possibility that something is behind this code, maybe some fault techniques. Code obfuscation doesn't necessarily mean that bad practices are used, but it gives some smell that something is hidden inside the code. So we deobfuscated the code and you can see this type of code. We don't see any issue with this code, but we have different type of examples where we found some problems. Now let's talk about user agent. So this point will make the idea more clear about this code obfuscation, why the code obfuscation is used. Let's look at one more code sample. Now we will deobfuscate this code. In this code, at the end, we found the user agent. What this mean? That means we simply added the name of user agents. It can be Google or the name of the page speed tools like Google Lighthouse, GTmetrix. What this code will simply do is to hide some portion of the code from the Google page speed tool or GTmetrix. So at the end, it will show you the result will be the more than the actual speed. And so this is how the score reaches up to 199. Another example is to use JavaScript function document.write. It's not a good idea to use document.write because it's a little unsecure. So this type of code can be coupled with user agent. You can see the example here. Using the document.write, some script can be loaded. And in this example, you can see that some of the code can be, if we write the code here, this code can be hidden from the Lighthouse. So this type of techniques are also used. We have seen one more example where the LCP is strict. LCP, you can see the LCP score in the Google Lighthouse. LCP simply means how much time it takes to load the largest asset of the viewport. So in this case, you can see that the image tag is used and with height is assigned. So this image tag is just used to specify the largest contentful paint. In this case, it will simply improve the score by significant points, but in general, it's just tricking the system. So in this example, you can see the largest contentful paint of the viewport. Here, the image which is highlighted in the last screenshot is the largest contentful paint, and time it takes to load the LCP, largest contentful paint, can be seen in this example. And now using the image tag, Google assumes that this is not the largest contentful paint, but that image tag which has the largest height and width. So we have alerted you with all these examples. In case of any issue, you can always reach out to us for any help. Thank you for watching this video.